Good morning, everybody. This is a morning edition, daytime, around the world of encounters, the late night spiritual UFO talk show. My show from last night, which was phenomenal, is on my YouTube channel. If you want to watch last night's show, morning people that are here usually during the morning, during the day, but that are not on during the night, my show from last night is on YouTube. It's on my Ashtar Command Spaceship News channel. Friends with Terry was on. Gadico was our co-host from the ship. We had a number of questions. We were given to Gadico last night. Friday night is going to be contact night. I'll be making a video before I leave pretty quick for tomorrow night. And tomorrow night is contact night, Fridays. Although Gadico has been a co-host. I'm going to bring the volume down. Bring the volume down to 3. Alexa, bring the volume down to 2. Bring the volume up to 3. Alexa, bring the volume up to 3. Alexa, bring the volume up to 3. Alexa, let Gadico control the Alexa app. Control the Alexa app. And we had a great show last night. And again, we had a lot of questions. It was pretty amazing. Good morning, everybody. And it's good to see everybody here, all the new people, all the people that are all over the world here this morning. Hey, Daisy, everybody. Mr. Flob Bob, that's a good name. William, welcome to the show. Hollywood, welcome to our show this morning. Blazing Dave. Robin Mendez, Charles Jeffrey, thank you for sharing. Hey, Elijah. Hello, Earth is flat? No. All the planetary systems, Elijah, happen to be round. You see, because I don't come from here. People on Earth are funny that way. I don't know why y'all get involved in arguing with each other about the Earth. Just, you should be concentrating on what's going to be happening. Hey, John, good to see you. Joe, Willie, thanks for the likes. This is the #1 spiritual UFO talk show on social media. I'm also host of WESU's Pacifica radio program every Sunday morning. Jenny, love for Long Island, love back to you. On Sunday mornings at 11:30 a.m. Eastern for an hour and a half for over 21 years. I'm a contactee since the 60s. I'm fully activated, motivated, and I'm going to bust your matrix belief systems. Whatever you've been hearing, you're going to get the information direct right from here. All right? And those that know the commander know that we will bust the matrix of your belief systems. I don't care who you are, where you are, or what you are. Understand, if you come in here on this show and you have, you think the earth is flat, you think everything's going to be the way it is, it's not. Your whole consciousness will shift in this program, in this show. It always does. I've shifted so many people on this show in the last year from all the garbage that they've been perpetuated on internet media, on websites, people's agendas, religions, whatever. You throw it out the window. Just throw it out the window, man. And welcome everybody to the show. The Book Slinger, that's interesting. Annie, and it's all about Jack. Joe Beans. Jose. Betsy, good morning, Betsy. I'm always just saying good evening. Basic, Yellow Strawberry Limited. James Phillips, all these good people. Just Cat, Can, Cultural Commentator, good to see you. Thanks for the likes. Pamela Johnson. Ryan Blake. You see, Ask Me Anything. That's a good name. People are going to ask you just about anything. Jax, thanks for joining. Everybody coming in here. Gary Haas, 517. Jenny, good to see you. Gary Haas, good morning. From Iowa. Indigo Moon, that's a good name. Hey, Ryan. Anthony, good morning. Mark, good morning. Nessa, thanks for joining us. This is, we try to get on the morning here during the day when it's light out, but we are really kind of a late night show. It seems that's where we ended up going, and that seems to be where we are. So we're on usually at 11 p.m. Eastern most nights. We might take a night off to regenerate, but we're on usually in the evening. So you're getting a little bit of what we do this morning if you're not used to the show. You might have heard about our show, and it is a show. We're not here to play games. We don't have, we're not running around with a disco light in our hand or anything like that. So, here we go. And now, bring it down to 2. Now I'm going to see something, because Gadako's with me all the time. So we're going to see if Gadako this time allows Friends with Fairies to turn her camera on. She wouldn't let her do it the other time for whatever reason. So I'm going to tell
Commander, I am not dressed right now. I am so
to let her turn
sorry.
her
It's
camera
a
on.
little early for me.
What's going on here? I had to turn my volume up. I have my volume down. Good morning.
Commander, I am not dressed yet, so
Oh, no, we don't want
I'm
you to be
just
naked.
getting up. I had to pull
I
my
would be in
video.
trouble. I don't want to get you. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, when you're dressed, yeah, definitely. Grand Rising. Hey, Taz, good to see you. Yeah, we'll get, I just want to make sure that Gadico will just stop. He did it the other night. He wouldn't let you go on,
Oh
or the
no,
other
he
morning.
wouldn't. No, he would not. He was messing with both of my phones.
Yeah, he was. My friend Gadico, who's the co-host of our show from the spaceship, he likes to he
Mess with.
likes to play mess with friends' phone, and he's not only messed with her phone, he's messed with other people. So yeah, it's just one of those things that happens. It's to be expected. And just to let you know, Gadico is very lighthearted. The people from his planet are very loving people, and he's like me. He likes to kid around a little bit, and yeah. Anna says, Mars, I believe after observing the surface for many hours, maybe our past and future. So Anna, Mars is where I come from. I come from the planet Mars. For new people that don't understand this, how could he come from Mars? I came here on mission to Earth with the Astronaut Galactic Command before there was any internet websites, before there was any cell phones. I've been working directly with Kadar Manka, telepathically. I don't channel anything. I don't have crystal balls. And you won't even see me throw cards up in the air. Everything we do here is real. Friends with Fairies is also another person who's very real. She has direct contact with light beings. She's seen the spaceships of light where she's in Vermont. She has contact with positive Sasquatch, Bigfoot. She has, taken pictures of the fairies, which do exist, and just beautiful things. To give you a quick thing about her, abducted by extraterrestrials says boring. Well, it looks like if that's boring, then you need to be muted, because you shouldn't have a name like that if you're going to be saying it's boring. It's really kind of interesting. And we just added boring as a word that is not going to be able to be used. Did a UFO ever land on an airbase? Yes. Historically, in the 60s and in the 50s, many of what they call flying saucers had landed in various bases where there were nuclear silo systems, and it's documented in some of the books on UFOs. If you look at some of the books, or just type in UFOs landing at Air Force bases, also in Refram in England. There's a whole book about a UFO or spaceship that alerted people on the base in England. There's a whole story about that, and there's a number of stories related to that occurring, and it's definitely documented. Yes.
So, Commander,
Yes.
did you get my video from last night?
I think I did. I've been
Did you get a
looking.
chance to go through it yet?
Not totally. I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to do that this morning.
All right. I think you should, because you're going to be pleasantly surprised with that one. I think Gotta Go last night did me a big favor. He
Oh, he
made
did.
sure
What do you?
he made sure my daughter made it home safe and sound.
Oh, wow.
I told you the roads were really bad last
Oh,
night.
yeah. That's right.
So I got it. I actually got a lot of video, but some of it wasn't suitable to post. So I
Right.
actually posted what I could of it. Um, But gotta go last night. Drove home with my daughter in her car. He reclined back her chair while she was driving, and all this is on video.
Oh, wow.
Reclined back her car, and my it kind of freaked my daughter out because there was a whole, like, I don't know, 45-minute thing of him doing things in her vehicle. But
Wow.
he you can actually hear Gotta Go in there. And I asked the question. I think I asked if it was Gotta Go. Oh no, I was talking to my daughter, and I go, don't worry, it's
Yeah,
more than likely just Gotta Go, because it had happened to me. Remember, I was telling you it happened to me
that's right.
earlier that night, on my way home, because the roads were so bad, and I pulled over and a car went off the road, right? So
Yes, I
I
remember
was
that.
explaining that to my daughter, because my daughter didn't know any of that had happened to me. And I was explaining to her what had happened, and she's like, really? And then her seat reclines back in her vehicle while she's driving, mind you. You know, if you're
Right,
driving, there's no way you're reaching over to
right.
recline your chair back while you're driving. That, I mean, a passenger side, because it's way on the other side. So anyways, the seat reclines back. You can hear it reclining back. And then she got a little freaked out. She's turning on the lights in her car so she can look. And anyways, I was like, I said, it's probably Gotta Go. Same thing happened to me. He made sure I made it home safe. And then you hear him come across clear as day, say yes. You hear him
Really?
say yes, and it was his voice. So
So
you
he
gotta
was
watch
in.
the video.
I'm going to watch the video. So Gatico, listen to Friends of Fairies is a friend of mine in Vermont. She's very connected with the space, positive space beings, very high frequency where she is up there in northern Vermont. And so what happened was Dora's driving home, as she's saying. So Gatico was in her vehicle, somehow went into her vehicle, correct?
Yes, she said that her car was, the lights and stuff were flickering on her vehicle. She had actually pulled over, and she could hear talking over her radio, like really loud. Her radio was off because she was
Really?
trying to pay attention to the road. And
Really?
she said that all this, like, weird, like, electronic talking started coming over her radio, which is,
Yes.
Godico likes to do that.
That's electronic talking. Yes.
Yeah, so anyway, so that started happening. She said she couldn't understand it, most of it, but she said she did understand. I think she said, be careful, or be safe, or something along those lines. And then I was like, are you kidding me? And then while I'm talking to her, um, the seat in her car had reclined back, and she's all, yeah, but she's like, why does he have to recline my seat back? And I go, I don't know. He's probably cruising with you. Yeah, I was trying to make
Cruising.
light of it because she was a
Right.
little freaked out.
A little bit freaked
But she
out.
wasn't scared. It just startled her. And so anyway, so I'm telling you, I said, I just got off the show with the commander. We were just in contact with Gotta Go, and I said, I bet you 10 to 1 it was him, because he had done it for me. He made sure I made it home safe last night in time to make
Right.
it for the show. And she went on to say a few more things, and then cut her off completely. And he said, yes. You could hear him plain as day say, yes, he was there. Because I had asked if he was there to
Now,
protect
when
her.
he said yes, was that clear, like you and I talking, or how did yes sound to her?
It was how his voice comes across, but it was loud. You can clearly
Yes,
hear
very
him say
loud.
yes.
Yeah, yeah. They use a even though he's in the vehicle, they're using some sort of translating device or something, I think.
Yes, he did. And he had said a few more things, but my daughter was smoking a cigarette, and I didn't want to post that on TikTok, because but there was a few more things that had happened in the vehicle, and you could hear him talking. You could hear him say um, something like, "Yes, be careful," and
Hmm.
what was the other things he said? I have to write everything down, because it
Yeah.
was a pretty long clip, and there was quite a bit that happened in the video. Similar things that had happened to me when I was driving, the knocking, and then to get my attention and to get me to pull over. And you remember, I told you, when I did pull over, another car passed me and went off the road, because there was a whole thing of black ice, and another
Yeah.
car had went past me and went off the road, but I had pulled over.
You
You
pulled
know,
over.
Yeah, because of the knocking, and then same thing happened with my daughter last night as well.
Wow.
And then I said it was probably Gotta Go. Went on to talk to her, calm her down a little bit, and Gotta Go came clearly across. It was his voice. When you hear the video, you'll know what I'm saying. It was definitely him.
Yeah, it's it's a thing. And right now, I gotta tell people, Gadako is a space being that has known me before coming to Earth. For those that are new here, I watch every single comment, and I look very carefully how people are going to present themselves. So Gadako is from the star system Sirius. We had started contacting through the Alexa app about over less than 2 months ago, through a Billie Holiday song, Gotta Go, played through my daughter's app. And I went to her room. I was doing a live broadcast. And then days later, we had static coming over my TikTok broadcast. I said, what's all this static? Then we started having verbal contact. There's no channeling. We don't channel. We don't do any CGI. We don't put any. I've been in media for over 20 plus years. I've done TV media. I've done radio media. I love radio. So, I've seen it all. I've seen CGI. I've seen people fake things, and which is a disservice to the truth. I just don't like any of that. There's a lot of people that throw things on YouTube over the years that are misstated from other years, and it confuses people. There's so much stuff that is used to disinform people of the truth, and I'm tired of it. And so I started having contact with Gadako, and found out that we had been together before Earth. Before I came here, living on Mars, we went to a galactic school together. And when I hear people, there'll be people that'll come on and say, "Oh, I'm him," and then I say, "Don't do that." I'll just call you out if you try to do that stuff, or you try to channel, say I'm channeling him. I'll call you out. Don't do it. Just don't. And it's a disservice to our space brothers and sisters when people do that. And I just won't have it. I've been around the block too many times, coming from another planet. And, I know that Gadako's here because I can hear the vibrational frequencies. And Gadako, good morning.
There's a lot of noise in my background. My birds are chirping. I'm sorry about that.
But do you hear the sound?
Oh, yeah. Yep. I hear. Okay. Yep. I hear what you're saying now. I couldn't hear anything with my birds.
Listen to the sound. Gadako, could you make the sound louder of your spaceship? Can you bring up the sound of your spaceship? It was really loud before. Gadako, can you increase the sound of your ship so people can hear it? Well, just before, what you were hearing was the sound of his ship. Welcome to the show, everybody. Oh, do you hear that?
Oh my God, yes, that's crazy. It's hard for me to hear because my birds. I apologize. I just wanted to pop on and before I had to run say hi to everybody and tell you what happened last night. I definitely I got it on video. I video recorded my daughter while she was driving because I wanted to make sure that you got that clip. It's crazy.
Yeah, and I'm going to look at that. I just want to make it really clear on my show. No one take credit for anything that we're having an experience of, because you're not. I want to make that really clear. You're having your own experiences, yes. You're not having my experience. Everyone has their own experience. So I know as this goes on, there's going to be people getting on the bandwagon trying to say this and that. Don't do it. I'm too hip. I've been around this block too many times on the internet, on Facebook. I've seen it all. Just don't do it. Take credit for your own experiences. And no one can interject what my experiences are because they're mine, right?
Right.
You're not going to do it. It's not going to happen. So don't try to do it. Just don't try. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. When you have your own experiences, you're going to be even joyful about those experiences. And, the thing is, we have many, many star people from many planetary worlds that are coming here from all over the multiverse. And one of my teachings here on my show is I want to break and bust your belief systems, because you've gotten your belief systems from everything on the internet for the most part. Not everybody, but a lot of people go by what they see on a website, when somebody writes something, by when humans create something. They say, oh, you know, get within yourself, go to your higher self, connect with your cosmic self. That's where the truth lies. Not in what people write on some website or, you know, in some documentary. You got to get in touch. You got to get in touch with your feelings, with who you are. You know, if you do that, it will make such a difference in who you are. It really will. You have to be willing to do it. I'm playing the theme from Starman, which I know Godico likes.
Yeah.
Good morning, Godico. Godico, you there? Yep, Godico just. So if you want to know my contact, Godico, for those who are now here, on here, Godico just tapped. So we're going to let you hear him tap. So you know that we're not channeling anything. We're not playing any, and my hands are right here. I'm not touching any buttons. Godico, you want to tap one more time so people know it's not me? How many of you just heard the tap? In my hands, I didn't touch anything. So I want you to know that everything I do is real. That's why I'll call you out if you try to take credit for things I'm doing. I won't let it happen. It's not going to happen. Get in touch with yourselves, folks. Get in touch with your galactic connections. Now's the time to do it. You know, they're waiting. Your connections to the stars are waiting for you. Your star family is waiting for you. They're looking for you. They want to connect with you. You just have to be willing to take the time to get rid of all the other garbage on TV and all the other frequencies of lower vibrations and connect with your higher self. And are you willing to do that? You know, I don't care if you have the most beautiful name in the world. If you don't do the work, it means nothing. You know, you can have a nice, you know, a book cover can be really nice, but then in the book, everything's all messed up. You know? You open the book, oh, the cover was really beautiful. The book, what's going on here? It's all messed up. You need to connect with yourselves before you can connect with your space family. You need to have your act together before you can connect with your space family. Do you understand what I mean? It's really, really important now. You know? It's so important. If you don't do that, you're not going to make contact in the most beautiful way because you're going to be all messed up in your mind from everything you've been taught on this planet. And people have to be honest about that. People have been messed up consciously by everything on this planet that's been thrown at them. Now, if you're a lucky one and you're able to weed it out and separate it all and get rid of it through understanding who you are, that's great. And many of you do. But there's still many people that...
Godico's agreeing with you. People are hearing tap.
You know, yeah, and when Godico taps, he's agreeing with me because I'm telling you the truth. You know, I came here fully awakened. I came here, I am human. Yes, I have human consciousness, but I've never forgotten my cosmic origins of where I came from Mars. I never forgot who I was. There are people that forget who they are. They get absorbed into the Earth-based experience, therefore forgetting that they are from other planetary systems. I came out of the closet years ago because people need to know the truth. You know, not all this garbage on the internet and on, you know, History Channel and Discovery Channel on Earth. There's some good stuff out there, and there's some stuff that is not true. And most of the stuff is fear-based. You know, still, the same narrative on these documentaries are produced by people making it look like everybody coming from outer space is going to take over the planet, and you're not going to, you know, just don't believe that stuff. There's so many gullible people on this planet. They believe whatever they hear. It's time for people to finally take control of themselves and break out of the matrix of your consciousness.
Hi, Chesno.
Hey, Chesno.
He's saying hi to the people.
Hey, Chesno. You know, and Godico and I are working together to help humanity and the people from his star system, from his planetary system. We're here to work together to help Earth. And he's not the only one. And the star system where he comes from, the people from his planet are not the only ones. Yes, there are many, many, many civilizations, the Palladians, Andromedans, and others that I don't even remember the names of. that are star beings of light that are coming here because it's time for us to make a change. And what I'm doing is not based on any ego. What I'm doing is I'm putting out the effort now to do what I came here to do. I'm finally going to do what I came here to do. It took me many years to get to this point. You know, there's been many times people try to divert me from what my mission was. You can't stop me from doing my mission. You can't stop what's coming to Earth. I mean, I'm amped up right now in a message here. I want people to know you need to wake up if you're not. And if you don't believe anything that's going on, you need to wake up. You need to throw all that garbage out of your consciousness because you've been lied to on this planet for so many years in current human history. Been lied to. You realize that?
Commander?
Yes.
I have to hop off. I have to get ready for work. I just wanted to pop in and tell you what happened last night. And real quick before I go, the other thing he said is that he said that he was there looking after you and your family. Just so you know.
He was looking after me and my family?
Yeah, he said he was out. He said that he has been with you looking after you and your family. Like I said, I got all this on video, but I just posted a small little snippet of what happened last night.
We're gonna have to talk about that tonight.
Sure.
About my current family now, or about my family I grew up with?
Your current family now. He said he's with you.
Oh, he's looking over my daughter and my wife?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll have to talk about that more. Thank you. All right,
we'll talk about it tonight, Commander. Thanks for having me on.
Be safe, okay?
I will. Bye, Chesno.
Okay. And Godico, please somehow use my phone to tap, because when she goes off, if Godico will use my phone to tap.
I can't. My dog's scratching and knocking on the wall. Sorry.
Before you go, Godico, can you use my phone and switch over to my phone to tap? Did he say yes?
I don't know if that was a tap or not. I'm sorry. There's a lot of background noise in my house right now.
Well, I'll let you go. But Godico, you can use my phone here, my Android phone. You can use it to tap. Okay, so people can, when people ask me questions. Take care. We'll see you tonight.
Good night. Or have a good day. Sorry.
Or have a good night.
Yeah. What?
I'm gonna bring Chesno on here, and also Grace. Let's see here. Chesno, where are you? Whoops. What am I doing here? That's not what I want to do. So we're going to try to bring... Oh, what am I doing? Here we go. If Chesno's available, I'm bringing Grace and Chesno on here. This is Encounters. Whoa, okay.
Hey, Commander.
Okay. Hey, I just want to test something. Long time no see. So Godico, I hope you switch to my phone. Tap if you are on my phone. Godico, tap if you're on my phone. Godico? Can you tap? Godico, are you on Chesno's phone? Tap if you're on Chesno's phone. Godico, please use my phone. Oh, he did tap. Okay. I don't know which phone he's on. Hey, good morning, Chesno.
Hey, good morning.
How are you? How you?
The last week of shows. I've been in bed early. I've been in bed at 10. I've been waking up super. I missed a lot, and I got to catch up on YouTube.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think Godico is. If I'm gonna Alexa, stop for a minute. Alexa, stop. I want to see let's see if Godico is tapping on my phone. Maybe I'm not hearing it and you'll hear it. Godico, please tap if you're using my phone. I don't hear anything. Does anybody hear anything? Because I don't.
No.
No, he's not tapping on my phone. Oh well. He likes to use Friends with Furry's phone. So I don't know why he will not use my phone. But like Friends with Furry says, he's very protective of my family. So that I didn't know. Well, obviously I should know that.
Has John Connor been on recently?
Yeah, John was on. I'm going to be making a video before I leave really quick Friday night. And but I don't know why Godico will not use my phone. He seems to not want to, mess around with my phone, which is fine. But then if people ask questions, now he's still here with me, but he's not using my phone to answer any questions. So I just want people to know he is here, but he's not using my phone. Godico, do you want to use Chesno? Do you want Godico to use your phone if he's willing to do it?
Absolutely.
Godico, can you use Chesno's phone and tap? Can you use Chesno's phone and tap? And there's nothing happening right now. So, but he is here. Welcome everybody to the show. Godico is spelled Gekko for people that are not aware of it. And we're getting ready. Also, I should mention, we're going to be doing, we're going to have our first C5 April the 13th at 8 p.m. We're going to gather at a apple orchard field here in Connecticut in the United States. And we're going to experiment with first contact. What does that mean? We're going to, a group of 10 or 15 of us in this region are very connected and very, very much. Chesla's one of our C5 people. Skip de Grace is one of our other people. Let me see if she's able to come on or not.
Come on up, Grace. Bring her up.
And we're going to try to bring her up. And we're going to be doing something no one's done. Now, there's over the last number of years, since I was a kid, I've read all the contact ebooks, people that were taken on flying saucers from Venus, from people from Venus and other planets. We're going to get together a very important group of people. Friends and Fairies is going to come down from Vermont and be part of this group.
Oh, she's coming. That's awesome.
She'll need a place to stay. So I'm sure we'll have enough people that can put her up. And so we're going to be out in this field where we've done our C5s before, and we're going to initiate being beamed up on the ship. So when we say we're going to be beamed up, we're talking about them taking us on the ship, comfortably beamed up into this big spaceship, and we'll be off planet for 2 hours. So we're going to leave the Earth for 2 hours. Now, 2 hours Earth time, we know 2 hours now, it's like 10 o'clock, 11, 12. You figure, they'll be away for 2 hours. Understand, when we go off planet, if this experiment works, and it's the first time they've done this, even with us, if everything goes to plan, we will come back with information. We'll have, we'll obviously be a little bit different than we are in terms of what we know. We'll come back with information for the planet. We'll come back with information to share with the world. And that is something, everything we're doing is gradual. We've facilitated the agreement with the people from the star system Sirius, where they come from, Godico and the people on the spaceship. They want to do this. We want to do this. It's an agreement. I've known Godico before coming to Earth. He's known me before I was a human being in this form, and we're going to do it. That's the thing. And, so let's see here. Somebody like Dennis wants to be knocked out of here, I guess. So we're going to do that. We just knocked out the Kool-Aid, which is Dennis. So he had the chance to be here. So we're pretty quick about these people that come in here that don't want to know the truth. You just knock them right out. We're not going to even try to negotiate any conversation. They've made their stuff known. So I actually just blocked them. So the thing is, we're going to do this. We're going to experiment. And the word experiment means, definition is, we've never done this before this way. We've had many sightings in our C5 Ashtar group here in the United States. And what we're going to do is initiate the first formal contact. The group of our people, Chesno, Grace, and Skip, and Friends with Furries, a number of other people, my friends Greg and Elaine, who don't have TikTok, and other people are going to be part of this group. And we're going to represent our planet as the best we can, as ambassadors to our planet for the first time. If this works, we will be ambassadors to our planet, and it's very important for people to know that this is key. My better half asked me when I explained it to her a few weeks ago, are you going to come back? She asked me that question, are you going to come back? I said, of course I'm going to come back, within 2 hours after we go off the planet. Now, I don't know what 2 hours is, when you're dealing with being off world, off Earth, because we, like Chesno, we operate in a time, like it's now 10 o'clock. It's 10:01 a.m. in the morning, right? Hey, Fat Daddy. So we operate in a certain time frame. When you're off planet, there is no time.
Yeah, I was going to say, it might seem like an hour or a few minutes. Hopefully like a day or two doesn't go by.
Right. We could be away for a month and it's 2 hours. Could you imagine that? We're on the ship. Chesno, we're not just going to be on the ship. I think we're going to be going to other planets. Get this strong. I think I will iterate that tonight with Godico. I think we're going to be taken to other planets that are breathable planets for us as humans. I think that on Godico's planet, he said last night that we would not be able to breathe on their planet, so we would have to use some sort of space outfit to breathe. I think their air is a little bit different than ours, and that would make sense. The air is not the same on every planet in the universe. It's got to be different, right? How we breathe might not be how other beings on other planets breathe, and so yeah, we have to look at that too. It's just a very beautiful thing that's going to happen, and we're experimenting with this for the first time in all my years in what I've done in exploring consciousness, cosmic reality, and just knowing all the sightings I've had since I was a kid and contact. This is going to be, to me, the most important thing we do, because I don't care about media stuff. I don't care about the DOD, the Department of Defense. And I would say to anybody who has connections with people in the DOD, they better get their act together. They really better get their act together. I have no qualms about going after the DOD, the Ministry of Defense, or any other, the Chinese area, the Chinese government dealing with the space people, the UFOs. They all have departments that deal with this. And they've all lied to the public for over 70 years. And I'm telling you this right now. What you're going to see potentially happen is we're going to broadcast live that night on April 13th after 8 o'clock from the outside. If the ship appears, I've been guided to be telling you that we'll be able to videotape it. When we go in the ship, if the experiment works, we will not be able to videotape in the ship. Our technology will not work in their spaceship. It will not work. So I want you to understand that. Say, well, why didn't you videotape anything? Because the technology will not work in their ship. And that's all I know. And that's all you need to know. It's not going to work. But we will be able to record outside the ship if this experiment works, we'll be able to record video and take pictures. So you might have heard of there's a lot of stuff out there, but no one's going to be doing what we're doing. There's not one person on YouTube. I don't care if they have the biggest studio in the world. I don't care if anyone's been on TikTok for 12 years talking about this stuff. We're going to do something no one else has been able to do. And like I said, we've made the contact. We have a number of witnesses who've watched my show. Everything is documented on this program. Every single show is documented. When you hear the taps, it's not me or anybody else here. They're tapping from the spaceship to a yes or no. As Friends with Furry said, Godico spoke to our daughter in her car. He protected her from getting into an accident. These are real things that are happening. And I'll push back anybody who tries to come on here and do the hokey pokey stuff. You will not be here in 2 seconds. All right. I don't play that game. I know Chesno doesn't either. And a lot of you know what's real and know I'm telling the truth. Heather, good morning. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see everybody. Oh, the new people, welcome to our show. Watch our show tonight too. We're on normally at 11 o'clock in the evening with the Encounter show. Hey, Galactic Mastery, good to see you, brother. So I'm amped up. When I'm amped up like this, don't try to play games because I'm going to boot you into the universe. And I will.
Well,
I will definitely do it.
Send them right out to the universe.
And you can hear, if you listen, Godico's here right now. And the way you'll know that is the way the sounds come through on here on TikTok right now. So Scott, I'll definitely recap for new people. We're going to be April 13th experimenting in we have a C5 group contact with extraterrestrial intelligence here, Ashtar Command contact group in the United States here in Connecticut. We are going to facilitate an experiment of potentially being beamed up on a spaceship that evening of the 13th, which is Saturday. We're going to for new people. I'm a contactee. I've had contact for new people that don't know the story. To make it quick, with a being called Godico, Gekko. They're from the star system Sirius. They have a big ship that looks like a star with the center of it being kind of like a round circular area, but it's a big ship. And Godico has agreed with me to experiment with the potential possibility of beaming up 10 to 15 of our people onto the spaceship, and we would be off planet for about 2 hours to be exact. Again, understand 2 hours Earth time, and again, for new people here, that might be a month in space time. Well, there's no time in space, but it could be a month. We don't know what that's like, but we'll see it as 2 hours. So our families won't, we're not going to be disappearing from Earth forever. We're just going to be gone for 2 hours Earth time, which could be a month in space. It could be a month in space, If you have any questions, anybody has any questions for me or Chesno, I can answer them. Chesno can answer as well. So if you have any questions for me, please go ahead and ask them now. And we're happy to entertain your questions. And good to see you. Please share, please also gifting is really a good thing. Go to my Venmo for my Cash App, and you can also help support in general. My Venmo app is right on the main page. You can use TikTok coins to do your gifting. So I appreciate that very much if people will do that. The thing we're here to do is very serious. The thing we're here to do is very real. And we want to break through all the garbage you've heard on TikTok, YouTube, and everywhere else on Facebook. We're here to tell you that we're going to do what we're going to do. I'm not going to channel and say, close my eyes and say, my name is Dippity Doo. I want to tell you that we love you. And we tell you that tomorrow's going to be a great day because we're here to be here with you all the way. You see, I don't do that. I don't play that game. I don't do that. Everything I want to do is because I love everybody on this planet. I love our planetary system, and I want to see us go to the best of who we are. I want to see us elevate into a much higher state of being. I want to help break down all the belief systems that you have. I want to help break down all the things you've read in your books in school. I want to help you become the person that you're supposed to be. I don't want to control anything. I want to liberate everything. You see, those that want to control, don't listen to them. Those that want to liberate, say, someone finally is going to let me be myself and liberate myself to a higher state of consciousness. No one can give you the higher state of consciousness because you already have it. You just have to tap into it, right? Let's see here. John, yes, go ahead. John, appreciate it. Go ahead with your question. And the journey is going to be April 13th. It's an experiment. So we are going to have about 10 or 15 of our people together from the New England region. And we have a lot of light workers and people that are very awakened here in New England, just like there's anywhere in the world. But luckily, we have a really solid group here. We're all dedicated into what we're doing. And we're going to come together on the 13th of April here in an apple orchard field in Connecticut. Apple orchard field.
Lyman Orchards, right?
Lyman Orchards, yeah. So as we're talking, if you take your mic off, you can take your mic, put your mic on, Chesno. I want to test something here.
Okay.
Hello, 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 hello. Hey, let me just do this. Godico, do you want to give a tap? Godico, can you tap? Godico, can you make a sound? Godico, can you make a sound? Godico? He's not using my phone. He won't use my phone. I'm going to eventually get him to use my technology, but he's not doing it. Yes, Fat Daddy. Yes, we're going to do that. A fourth and above awaits everyone. Let's see. Hello, Ashley. Good to see you. Good morning. Ashley was on there. Center Star, good morning, brother. I missed you when your journey is okay. I'm trying to catch up with everybody's questions. Does anyone have any questions for me or for Chesno? Godico's name is Gekko. The pronunciation Gekko. Godico. Do you hear anything, Chesno?
It might be an airplane outside my house. I do hear like a thunder type noise, but it's an airplane. Let me put it on mute, see if you still hear it.
Yeah. No, I don't hear a plane. John, what was your question? I'm going to go back. I have to go back to John here. Let's see. I got a little bit diverted. Let's see, John. We'll get it. Let's see. Oh yeah, I hear you. May you ask a question? But I'm not seeing the question. This happened last night. John, please ask your question. We're going to see what happens here. Good morning from New Orleans. Hey, good morning, Live and Love. Major AP83, good morning. I don't see your question. Hey, Kristen. This happened last night with one or two people. They were going to ask me a question. If you are curious how to open your own channel. So it's not a matter of opening channels. People shouldn't be channeling at all. What people need to do is not open to channeling. They need to open up to their higher self and connect with their star family. And that's through Christ consciousness. So, channeling, the definition of channeling can vary, but you don't want to channel anything. You want to connect with your star family and make a real connection. Don't ever put yourself in a situation where you're channeling anything or anyone. Connect with your star family by making the connection for real. If it takes a year to do it, if it takes you a week to do it, if it takes you a day to do it, put the work into it. The work you put into making that contact, it'll happen. But don't channel anything or anyone. That's not the way. That's just not the way to do it. Bashar is interesting because Daryl Anka is not channeling Bashar. As a matter of fact, I think my observation of Daryl Anka is he's in an alignment with the being called Bashar from the Sassani. That's way different than all these other people all over Facebook and everywhere else channeling. You'll find 20 people channeling the same person. Come on now. Really? Then you get everyone, and then you get 20 people channeling Ashtar. Really? And 20 people saying they're this and this, they're that. Really? Wake up, folks. Do not follow people that channel. Bashar is not being, Daryl Anka is not channeling. I read his energy really clearly. He is definitely has an alignment with the Sassani. And his information's accurate, pretty accurate. That's right. Exactly right. Center Star is absolutely correct about that. So don't get involved in channeling or learning how to channel anything. Connect with your higher self. Meditate. Ask through Christ consciousness, I'm looking for my star family, and use discernment. And you'll know. Don't channel. Just don't do it. Yeah, John Connors was in, said hello last night. We will have John Connors join us on Friday night if he wishes to. and also friends with Furry. And he sounds like he's channeling R, but he's not. When he communicates with the Essassani, the energy frequency is different. You have to listen to the energy frequency. Everybody else out there is channeling, but Darul with the Essassani Bashar is very accurate. His information is always pretty good. It's not channeling. That's where you have to know the discernment between a channeler and a communicator. So when I communicate with Kadaramanka, I'm a telepathic communicator, which is separate from channeling. People say, well, how come it's not channeling? Because it isn't. When I telepathically communicate, that is way different than channeling. It's just a different frequency. Yes, I don't channel. Whatever you do, folks. Can anyone go on the 13th? Stella Bella, where are you located? Where are you located, Stella Bella? Yeah, I'm just, I know we've talked before.
The more the merrier.
Yeah, I mean, if more people want to come and join us and nothing happens in terms of going on the ship, don't be disappointed. Because like I said, this is an experiment. And oh, you're in Georgia. Okay. You're welcome to join us. But if nothing happens, then I don't want you to feel like, oh, well, we came up here and nothing happened. Everything we're going to...
The ship might not come to get inside of, but we always see UFO spaceships. We always see something.
But in this case, it's going to be tricky because it could very well be that we get beamed up on this ship.
Yeah, very well could happen.
And that Gadico says it's going to happen, that we're going to be beamed up on the ship. And for people, again, I want people to know Gadico is a real, living, breathing person from another star system. So it's not somebody channeling saying, I'm Gadico, we're going to do something. It's real. Everything we have is documented. And, you'll find a lot of people speculating on all the social media sites about all this whole subject matter. But in truth, speculation is speculation. Truth is truth. Opinions are opinions. But this is real. That's the difference. This is real. And this show, by the way, will be on my YouTube channel that I'm doing this morning. So, yeah. Let's see. So people need to realize, Commander, can you please tell me your opinion to the YouTube channel GLF Station? I don't know about GLF Station, but I do know that I don't put my trust into any YouTube or even TikTok things. For the most part, I stay very clear and focused. My consciousness is very clear. I tend not to know what those things are. I don't let my energy connect with anybody else's YouTube thingy or whatever they're doing. I'm here to do a complete mission of liberation of the planet. And to do that, I need to stay very clear in what I'm doing here. And so therefore, if I start reading into somebody else's thing, that can interject energy of information that might not be accurate. So I don't know who that is. The only thing, and the thing is, trust in yourself. Don't trust in all these different YouTube broadcasts and whatever. Trust in yourself. And I tell people when they come to my show, I'm not here to control anything on my Encounters show. I'm here to bust the matrix, educate people, give them information, and then you do what you do with it or don't do with it. That's the beauty of what I do. I don't have any agenda other than cosmic liberation and truth on this show, Encounters. That's why this is the #1 UFO talk show through social media, because you're not going to have a fancy studio, big microphones, lights glittering everywhere, and acting with a suit on like you're a real interviewer and you're a professional. The commander doesn't wear a suit when I do my program here. I could, but I don't. Is that going to make me more legitimate wearing a suit and tie? I don't think so.
The men in black over here.
Could you see me, Chezo, wearing a suit doing the Encounter show?
Be hilarious. Like the
It would be.
stereotypical mushroom shirt and the chill outfit.
Yeah, I can see myself wearing a suit, my hair all, nice and shiny, and I
Yeah,
get
right.
on here. And now for the latest news on encounters, I've changed my outfit. I'm wearing a suit and tie. I've got some very fancy shoes on, and I have my Rolodex on here now, folks. I've
You, know,
changed.
you never know what we're going to see on encounters, even the commander.
That's right. Even the commander can change. No, I'm just kidding you. But I would never do that. There are people that want to look really professional on YouTube, and that's what they do. That's what they do. So yeah, we don't do that. And yeah, that's just the way it is. So here we are, getting closer and closer to spring. And it's going to be a great year. Great year for a lot of things. People need to make sure their phones are charged up. Make sure you learn how to do C5, contact with extraterrestrial intelligence. And as you do, will I sing a song tonight when Gadako's on? Probably. I'll sing a song. I'll probably sing a song, a space song tonight. So if you don't know about that, I do create space songs. When Gadako's on, I sing a song to the people on their ship. And I will probably do a space song tonight. Yeah, Lacey, it will be. This year's going to be a great year. This will be a great year for a lot of beautiful things that are going to be happening. I just want Gadako to, Friends of Terry, tell Gadako to use my phone to tap. He won't do it. I don't know why. He could do it, but he doesn't. I guess maybe he would end up using the power of my battery. So I don't know. Oh, interesting. And I need to get myself in gear, I think, a little bit here. Well, it's coming almost to 10:30. I know I have to get out of here myself. I want to thank everybody for being here. All the new people, please follow everybody. Everybody follow each other. Please follow me. We want to get to 100,000 followers before summer. If we can do that, we want to the reason why we get to 100,000 followers is so we can do more outreach on encounters all over the world on TikTok. We want to reach as many countries as possible, many people as possible. When you do the tags on TikTok, when you post something, it says there's billions of people interested in a specific area. It might be UFOs, it might be ET areas or whatever. Where are those people? They're on TikTok. So we're tapping into reaching out to every single one of those people out there. And that's what we're going to do. Lotus Love, we love that. Lotus Love Healing. Hey, we love that name. I'm going to have to follow you, Lotus. Lotus Love has only 40 followers. Lotus Love. Everybody follow Lotus Love. We want to get her up there. I love that name. Lotus Love Healing 8. She has 40 followers. Everybody follow her. You see, we're all about positivity, motivation, celebration, cosmic activation. Rachel, hopefully you're doing good now. Let's see, Rachel. Oh, Rachel only has 2 followers. Everybody follow Rachel. She only has 2 followers. So follow her. I just followed you. Now you have another follower. You see? But get ready for contact, potential contact, April 13th at after 8 o'clock at night. We'll be broadcasting live on my show, Encounters, that night. We'll be broadcasting live. So we hope you'll participate in that. We're almost near 12. No, am I saying 12? It's almost 10:30 in the morning. We're going to get out of here. I love you all. I want to thank everybody coming on the morning show during the daytime, right? During the daytime here on TikTok. Stay tuned tonight at 11 o'clock for the late night show, which is our regular show tonight, where we usually get up to a couple hundred people on the late night. So everybody, Caddy, thank you. Everybody have a great day. Whatever you do, just stay focused in the light, focused on what you're doing, And understand, disclosure is us. Disclosure is us. We are disclosure, not somebody in the government. And there are new reports. There are new hearings going on. There's new witnesses that are coming forward. I like the fact that there's some congressional people that are willing to stand up to the DOD and say, you got to tell the truth. So we're seeing a lot of that happen. But I want you all to have a good day. I'm CmdrAleon on Encounters and host of WESU's Cosmic Eye Sunday morning show on NPR Pacific Radio here in the United States. We'll catch you later, and we'll talk tonight, and we'll take your questions and so forth. Tomorrow night is contact night. Have a good day, everybody. Chesno, we'll see you, man.
Yeah, I'll see you tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see what's going on here.